In the previous video, we worked on displaying the full page of the list of items. So this page can be accessed when we press on the button here to view all our products. Now in this video, we'll be working on the search tab here. So having a look at our screens, this is what we'll be working on today. We'll implement the search page and we'll get the products filtered when the user enters something into the text input. And when there is no match to, the user will be informed. So let's get started. To start, we'll create a new stack navigator for the search tab, just like we did for the home tab. So over here in navigators, create a new file and we'll call this search stack. Now this will be quite similar to the home stack over here. So we can copy all the content we have here and then paste it in the search stack. Now we update the name starting with exports. So now this is the search stack. Then at the top, we change the home stack once again to search stack. Now in this stack, we'll be having two main screens. The first screen is a screen of the list of items, which also enables the filtering. Then whenever a product is pressed on, we'll be leading to the details screen that we've implemented already. So over here in the stack navigator, we'll keep two screens and then we get rid of the remaining. The first screen will be our search screen. So for the name, you can change it to search screen. And the component we'll be using is the product screen we created earlier. Remember, the product screen is where we have our list of items. Then for the title of the page, we'll change it to search. Once we have this, our initial route name will be the search screen. The details screen will remain unchanged. Now at the top, we get rid of the home screen as we are not using it anymore. Now once we have this, we go to our root tabs and then we import the search stack. Once we have it imported, we can copy the name and then look for the search tab. Now over here, we place the components with the search stack. Once we do that, we can switch to the search tab. Then over here, we see that we have our search and then the list of products. Now the rest of the work will be done on the product screen. So under screen, we visit the product file. Now over here, what you are going to do is that we'll create a new state to monitor the value that is entered into the input field over here. So when something is entered into the input field, we'll trigger a call to fetch the product once again based on what is entered into the input field. And the resulting data will update the page. Now we are able to do this because of the logic that we built into the getWineData function that we created earlier. Once again, it can be found under config in the data.js file like so. So to take the search term key and return the data if the name includes the search term or the description does. So over here, we'll create a new state and we'll call it search term. Now the initial value will be an empty string like so. Now over here in the fetch product function, in addition to passing the popular key when it's available, we will now pass the search term. Now I misspelled available wine data, so we can correct it while we are here. So we change it here and also over here as well. Now we need to pass these values to the input field. So we'll do so through the value property. And that will be the search term. And when the value changes, that is through the unchanged text, we'll pass the set search term. Once that we've done this, all that is left is to call the fetch product function when the value of our search term changes. So here inside the use effect hook, we'll pass the search term to the array of the function. Once we've done this, we can go to the search and then start typing something. And now we see that only the products matching our search term are returned. Now there is something that I've noticed, which is a bug that we are supposed to fix. Supposing I change the k here to a smaller k. Now we see that nothing is returned, and this shouldn't be the case. To fix this, we need to go to the data.js file over here. Whenever we are dealing with the search term, we need to convert it to lowercase. So the two values that we are comparing all need to be in lowercase. So at the top here, before we start making any comparisons, we can redeclare the search term and set it to itself. But this time around, we convert it to lowercase. We can make use of the question mark to avoid any undefined errors like so. Now at each point where we are comparing, like when we have the popular and the search term, when we are checking if the name includes the search term, we can convert the name to lowercase as well. So we call to lowercase function on this. And to make this easier, we can copy from the question mark to the function. And then we paste it on the description as well. So we convert both the name and the description to lowercase before we compare them. And then finally down here, when we receive only the search term, we'll do exactly what we did over here. So before the includes, we paste the function to convert it to a lowercase, and then after the description as well, paste the function to convert it to lowercase. Now with this done, our problem should be fixed, hopefully. So we can switch to the search tab again. Then we can type in all lowercase, and now we see that our product is returned. So now our problem is solved. Now this works for all the other products as well. So for instance, if you want just the Felix here, you can type Felix and we'll get the Felix. If you make it only F, all the products with F in their name or the description will be returned. Now the last thing we'll be adding is when we enter a search term like so, and we get nothing back. We want to display a simple text here to tell us that there was no match. So we'll do this on the product page, and then on the flat list component. Here we want to pass another property, and this will be called list empty component. And over here we'll be making use of a style text component. So it will have a function like so. And then at the top, we import the style text component. So in addition to the components we have here, we can add the style text. Also, we will need our colors. So we import the colors that we have in our project from our theme file. And at the point of our flat list, we'll return the style text. And we'll say no match found. Now we want this text to be small, and also want to adjust the styling a bit more. So pass the style, and then we'll call this style empty text. So over here in the style sheet, we'll create a rule for empty text. And to see how the styling affects it, back on the search tab, we enter some gibberish in the input like so. And then over here, first change the color to a tertiary color. And then we align the text to the center. With this done, our work for the search is complete. And we see that for all the products on the search page, we can still visit the details and still be in the search tab. So we are done for this part. We'll build on it in the next episodes to continue the project. I'll link to what we've done today in the description so you can check it out.